It always takes it a minute to start. It always kind of freaks me out a little bit. This is going to be the Virgo reading, and I am telling all of the signs that next week, as in being starting Sunday, I'm only doing my twin flame reading and the 4 elements, water, fire, air, and earth, and that the second week of August there will be no videos. When I come back, I will start back with Gemini, which is where I left off at. But I will still do my all signs reading that week, so you guys will have something to watch. I would like to call in Dr. George. He is one of my spirit guides. We've had many past lives together. For him to come in and help me with these messages, help me channel through him the messages for Virgo today. Thank you, Dr. George. I ask that you help me give some clear, concise messages to my friends on YouTube, my Virgo friends. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull 6 cards. I'm being guided to use my Goddess Tarot deck today. And I will pull clarifiers as I go. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the energy has been a lot calmer this week than it was last week. Last week, I was just beside myself. I deactivated my Facebook accounts for a few days, for about 3 days. I needed privacy. I just couldn't deal with it. I had a lot going on, a lot of clearing, a lot of triggering. But I've learned how not to judge those things when they happen now, because I was like, man, this is awful. This is terrible. I thought I was past all these fears, but, you know, there's always, it's like an onion, you know, and just going in for deeper clearing. I feel like that one was trying to come out. All right. So this first card, we have the Earth card, Manipulation. And I am going to pull a clarifier for this card. I am being guided to. We have soul kin, recognition, family, and kinship, clarifying the manipulation card. So basically what I'm getting with this is I am getting 2 things. One, I'm getting that you're having some complications right now with personal relations. And this could be someone manipulating you. I'm making you feel manipulated, and I'm getting the reason why is because you're not setting healthy boundaries with people, learning to say no to people. How do you set healthy boundaries? You set healthy boundaries by always putting yourself first. Even with your grown kids, especially with your grown kids. If you have grown kids like I have, that is very important, learning to put yourself first. And saying no is all right. The other message that I'm getting is that maybe you are manipulating an outcome, trying to get a certain reaction or effect out of a situation dealing with another person. I'm getting this as a love interest. Now, some of the messages I have been channeling lately are that a lot of us, when we didn't have any control as children, which no child has control, but if you were in shitty childhood situations like I was, you know, very shitty. Not having control was not a very good feeling. And then we become an adult to where we just want to control everything because we need that, because we feel like that is power. And understand, we never have control. Control is an illusion. The universe is always in control. And Now, we can create through our mind, but that's not control. That is setting an intention, having faith that the universe is going to bring it into us, because that's how it works. This controlling energy, like I said, it is an illusion. It's not real. It's not true. And yes, it does make us feel better. And manipulation can be in ways that you wouldn't even dream of. Like, manipulation can actually be playing the martyr role. You know, we play the martyr role, that long suffering, that comes from not having healthy boundaries. And this could be like a mutual feed. And I say a mutual feed is like you not setting healthy boundaries with people and letting them kind of take advantage of you and manipulate you, but you're overgiving at the same time, trying to, you have expectations of getting something in return from them. So that's why I said it's a mutual feed. And I'm getting that this is very unhealthy and very toxic right now. Because you end up feeling depleted. Your energy is depleted, one. Two, feeling very dissatisfied because your needs are not met, which is why you need to meet your own needs to begin with. Because if you meet your own needs to begin with, there's no need to do this. So once again, it comes back to putting yourself first. Put yourself first, fulfill your own needs. You don't need to feed off of others. And others can't feed off of you. And you will stop feeling so tired and depleted, because this will absolutely drain you. This will drain your energy. Now, the soul kin card is, understand, soul family can more than physical family, soul family too, because we travel with our soul kin or soul family, different dimensions, different galaxies, planets, different. Sorry, it froze for a minute. Different timelines. And so we've known them before. And we agree prior to incarnating here, because understand, we're souls. We're these free souls. And what kind of experiences do we want to have as a human this time? Oh, okay. So why don't you play this role? I play this role. And we will act these things out so that we can learn. We can teach each other human codependency, which is often disguised or mistaken for love. And most of the time, what people think is love is just the opposite. It's fear, because it's fear-based. Whenever you are in a connection with somebody, and it is fear-based, it involves fear of loss, fear of abandonment, jealousy, obsessiveness, possessiveness. These are the opposite of love. That is fear. Fear is over here. Love is over here. They don't even touch. They don't even meet at a point. And so you and your soul kin are working these things out together. And so we have many soulmates in a lifetime. Even your pets can be soulmates. So I'm getting that this a lot of what's going on right now. We have the Ten of Seas, purity. And I am going to pull a clarifier for this. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Purity and healing. Now, the way that I look at healing is different than other people look at healing. I know different people, they will go to healers or whatnot, and I'm not taking away from that. I spent a lot of money on my twin flame journey on healers and whatnot, on shit that I could have done myself. And so my thing is, sorry, there's a train. My thing is that healing is nothing more than changing or shifting your perspective, your view of things. Looking at things differently. See, I really now look at the universe as being this big old, almost a flat hologram. And it has absolutely no meaning whatsoever until we give meaning to it. So anything that's happening, understand you are creating by your consciousness. And everyone's consciousness is creating their own reality. So it's like, you know, my divine partner used to say all the time, he used to say, it's your world, we're all just living in it. And that used to offend me. I used to be offended by that. It's your world, Tracy. We're all just living in it. But that's true. That is how it is. And I think about like the soul family. And that's what it is. It's your world and everyone else is just living in it. That's the reason why you need to put yourself first, because you know what? You are the star of your very own reality show, of which you are creating experiences as you go. Isn't that amazing? We have the Sorceress card, and this is all about magic. And I do feel like this is that co-creative power. Understand your thoughts, your belief system, and these can be things that you've taken on as a child. Maybe, you took on your family's ways and their way of thinking, and you've never questioned it, and part of growing spiritually and emotionally and mentally is being able to question those beliefs and question patterns that your family has been stuck in. And because these are creating your reality, and I'm really getting that a lot of these have to do with gender. A lot of times women feel, they're raised, I was raised in a matriarchal family where women just ran shit and men weren't shit and they were liars and you had to keep them in line. I took that on, and I became like I Spy, when I first got involved with my divine partner, I was investigating, I was looking, and you know what? When you go looking for something, the expression is you're always going to find it, and that's true because you're creating. So I feel like that message is for somebody also to really watch that, because whatever you believe to be true, man, is so true. You don't want to align to something like that by going looking for something. If you don't go looking for it, it's not there. And you can stay in a place of faith. I know a lot of times we don't want to feel like we're the dummy. I don't want to look like a dummy or a fool. Stop giving a shit what people think. Who cares? Nobody has to understand your relationship with you. Well, I'm not sure with the Sorcerer's card what dietary change has to do. The improve your diet and your life will also improve. So I'm getting, for somebody out there, that you've been working on improving your diet and maybe incorporating some fitness, really working on your physical body, your physical form. And the message that's coming through is that nobody is their body. You're not your body. I'm not my body. We're more than our body. We're more than what we eat. We're more than where we work, more than what we own, more than what we drive. Because if all those things were stripped away, you would still be the same soul. And also the other message is illness and disease is in the mind. Because once again, we attract what we fear. And this can even be true with our children, because, we're like, well, what, you see these kids on like St. Jude's and stuff, and you're like, God, how did that happen? Parents can be so scared for their children to be sick. We attract our fears, and disease is in the mind. And I'm not taking away from a healthy lifestyle, because I'm working on incorporating that myself, because this is the vessel that we're in, and it does help to improve our spiritual, our mental, and our emotional well-being as well. But understand that disease starts in a diseased mind. See yourself as well, and you will be well. And I'm getting for some of you, stay away from, these symptoms checker sites. Because, just like I said, when you go looking for something, you'll find it. Man, by the law of attraction, that is how that shit works. Because the law of attraction is always working whether or not you're focused on it or not. We have the Fire the Expression card. But basically what I'm getting is keep that heart open. I'm being guided to pull a romance angel card, because I do feel like this has to do with love. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So keep your heart open. And do not expect this to look like every relationship you've had in the past. Because when you do that, you align to that. So clear your energy and release your ex. Do go back. The message that's coming through is to go back and look at the patterns in your past relationships. Because I do feel like there was a certain element of jealousy on your part, which is fear. Because I have talked about this before, about fear being on one end and love being on the other end, and definitely knowing the difference between the two. So go back and look at your relationships and look how your fears played out. And really forgive people for they were soul family and they had a part to play. So forgive them. I'm working on this too, because I was a battered woman for 3 years, and I still, as I'm working on moving into the fifth dimension and staying there, I'm kind of in and out. The fifth dimension is all about unconditional love and acceptance and forgiveness. And I'm working on forgiving him. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. And it's really, really hard because I really had a lot of hatred for him for a long time. So that's the energy that I'm getting with that. And keep your heart open, because it's safe to love. It's safe for you to love again after having been hurt. And that everything that's happening right now is happening for a reason. It's all being divinely guided. So if you feel like you're on a pause right now, maybe things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. Or maybe there have been other things that have came up and you're like, what is up now? What is going on now? But the message that I'm getting is that all of these things have to take place to prepare you, to help you face certain aspects of yourself and really clear these things out. Sorry, my stomach's growling. Crow woman, sacred law. So basically the message that I'm getting with this crow woman, sacred law is, I'm going to pull another card. I'm trying to decide which card I want to pull. And I got two, and I'm going to go with them. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So what I'm getting with this sacred law is the law of the universe, of setting that intention and getting out of your way. And how do you get out of your way? By surrendering that control that you feel like you need to have. That if you don't have that control, it's not going to happen. You need to replace the control with faith. Faith and surrender and trust that the universe always has your back, and that you are being divinely guided, and that there is divine timing right now in your love life. Because I do feel like this is more a love reading than anything else right now. This is about love. And understand, if you're on a twin flame journey like I am, do check out my twin flame videos, because the law of attraction does not work with the twin flame connection. Because the twin flame journey is within. It's an inner union. It's a union with yourself, and you can't attract yourself. So if you are on a twin flame journey, understand that is not going to apply to you. But you can always trust the direction of the universe and know you're being guided. And also, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So the main messages that I'm really getting right now are that you need to release the need to control the outcome, because you are affecting the outcome right now. because you're trying to figure it out. And understand, every time you try to figure it out, you're creating a scenario. So the message that's coming through right now is to feel instead of think. Something comes up, feel it. Think empath. Feel it. Don't think it. Because logic is not going to work. Because you have the Earth card here, the Six of Earth, success. So this success is yours. You already have it, and you really need to really start embracing it now, and because it is yours. You just have to align to it, because every possible situation or scenario is yours right now, and you're actually on a timeline experiencing it right now, but you just have to get there. You have to align to it, because there's no time. There's only energy. You know, I had it described to me as like a chessboard. Imagine a chessboard where each square is a different timeline. You know, these can be like past timelines that shit that we feel like has already happened. It's still, everything's happening all at once. It's like this continuum. And so, but we are moving up the timelines, higher timelines, like where we have more consciousness now, and now we're consciously creating. And that is the goal. So you just need to get to this timeline where you have everything that it is that you are trying to receive. We have love and compassion. So I do feel like another block for you right now is not only releasing that control, but forgiveness and having compassion for people who have even hurt you in the past. Because for one thing, you created the scenario and aligned to it. Second of all, you had the whole fact that you were soul family, and this was supposed to play out like that anyway. So even if we do create a situation, it's still being divinely guided, because we can never mess up. Everything's still happening for a reason. So if you attract a certain lesson, it's your soul's way of showing you that that's something that you need to face, because all lessons will be repeated until they are learned. I'm going to pull one more card for a universal message because I have a little bit more time, and then I'm going to read this postcard oracle card. Now, I can't remember if I told you guys or not that this is going to be a light week coming up, and the next week there will be no videos. If you would like to have a personal reading this week or next week, do reach out to me. They're $40 right now. I don't really do the chakra cards because I'm not great with the chakra system, so we are going to put that back in there, but that's the 7th chakra card that you got. The 7th chakra needs worked on, so I'm not going to let that card go to waste. I'm just not going to speak on it. We have walking away, and we have action. And so I do feel like you need to take the steps that you're guided to take. And so do really follow your intuition, and instead of thinking about it, what feels right. Sometimes we have to temporarily walk away from a situation in order to not only have peace, but to gain clarity. And so that is the information that I'm getting. Is this permanent? Is this going to be forever? No, because I feel like this is just something that needs to happen right now. Because you need to work on a few things and really work out this whole control issue that you have, because I feel like it really is. And maybe somebody's temporarily walked away from you for the time being. One of you has walked away, but the message that I'm getting is this is just what needs to happen right now. So trust it, because it's worth waiting for, and you do have divine timing in your life right now, working in your life, because this is going to happen, and you are going to have success with your love life, because I do feel like this was a love reading. Release your inner control freak, Virgo. I understand. I had to do that too. That's rough. Faith is hard for human beings. It is, because we're so used to having to go out and do it ourselves. Dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of what you think others may want. Now is the time, not the time to conform to other people's standards and expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous, stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and only leads you to success and ultimate happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. So do always put yourself first, speak your truth, be authentic. Don't be scared to walk away from situations which no longer serve you. You are being divinely guided, and the universe loves you and wants you to know that. And thank you for watching, Virgo.